Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Paulina and I'm here to help you cook some easy vegan delicious meals. Today I'm kind of in a rush because one of my friends is coming over right now to celebrate a little Christmas dinner with me. She is from Munich, born and raised, and I thought I would try to recreate some German Christmas themed foods and make them vegan. So I'm a little bit nervous, but we're gonna see how this will turn out. The first thing I want to make is a Semmelknödel, and it's kind of like a dumpling. Typically it's made from potato, but this is gonna be made from some breadcrumbs. The second thing I will make is Blaukraut from scratch, which is just some red cabbage seasoned in a particular way. And then for the main kind of meat, I'm not going to make that, but we're going to test out two different kinds of fake meats. Don't know how that will turn out. We are going to see. It's all up in the air, but if you'd like to join me, then stick around. For this recipe, you are going to need some Semmelwürfeln, which is kind of like little croutons, dried bread pieces, some onion, some fresh parsley, salt and pepper, some rice milk or any neutral vegan milk. And for the gravy, I'm just going to be using about half of that pack of mushrooms and just some pre-made mix because I'm being lazy. Otherwise, you can make some from scratch. For the gravy, you're just going to add in about 110 grams or so of mushrooms. I don't measure, just do whatever your heart feels like on the day of, and then you're just going to grill them up really nice to get the full flavor potential. I'm just going to add in that packet of pre-made vegan gravy, though you can just maybe make some from flour, vegan butter, plant milk, and spices. It's up to you. I'm just adding some water now, and then I will add a splash of this all-pro vegan soy cream, though you can always add plant milk. And now I'll just whisk it up until it gets nice and thick, and it should look something like this. Onto the canoodle. To a large mixing bowl, I'm just going to be adding 300 grams of those Semmelwürfeln into that bowl, and then I'm warming up about 250 grams of rice milk, not too hot, just a little warm. Then I'm going to blend up the one small onion with a good handful of that fresh parsley, just in small pulses to get it into nice little bite-sized pieces. Once you have your milk nice and warm, you are just going to pour that right over top, and then afterwards you're just going to add in that onion and parsley mixture and any salt or pepper at this point to taste and give it a good mix. A shout out to Lecker Vegan here on YouTube because I got the recipe from him, and I'll link him down below. The mixture should look like this, and then you're just going to want it resting with a tea towel over top for 1 hour before you're going to mold them. Y'all, I started this video honestly trying to manage expectations because things just happen. At this point, I'm trying to form the canoodle into a little ball form, and tell me where I went wrong. Can someone please tell me, because it doesn't end up so nice. I am compacting them, maybe not, tight enough. But the guy said add it to warm water, and maybe my water was just too hot at this point. Maybe I didn't squeeze them as much as I should have, but somewhere down the line something went wrong, and I was sad. These looked promising. Yep, this is what it came out as, which was really sad, but you know what? When things go wrong in the kitchen, we always have Glühwein during the winter to fall back upon, which I'm so grateful for. It is a warm, spiced mulled wine, and honestly, it can solve a lot of problems. So this is what was the next step into our Christmas dinner. Moving on now to more promising things like the Blaukraut. For this recipe, you're going to need some vegan butter, half an onion, half a head of red cabbage, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of baking soda, an apple, salt and pepper, apple juice, and some vinegars of choice. I chose some Johannisbeere ones and balsamic. First off, to your pot, you're going to add in that half an onion diced up and make sure you have it nice and grilled. Once it is nice and toasty, you're going to add in your one small apple that I also diced up a bit. give it a good stir, and now it's time to add in that half a head of red cabbage. I made sure that it is sliced into little bite-sized pieces. It's going to get nice and small. You just don't want them super long. I just added about 2 tablespoons of sugar and now a good heaping teaspoon of baking soda. Can someone tell me the purpose of this? I'm not quite sure, but I was really amused by the fact that it turned actually bright blue. Then I just added in the vinegars. The first one is a Johannisbeere, which is, I believe, currant, and then this one is just a balsamic, and I'm just kind of eyeballing that. I added a splash of apple juice and now some salt and pepper to taste. Can someone tell me, is this blue chemical reaction why y'all call it Blaukraut? Because, oh wait, now don't forget dropping in a little bit of butter. But yeah, in the US we call it red cabbage. You guys say it's blue cabbage, but really, like, let's get real, it's purple. I'm very confused about that. But now, since we have those little 2 chunks of vegan butter, I'm just gonna give it a good stir, add a little bit of some hot water so that it can simmer nicely, and then I'm adding in 2 small bay leaves, putting the lid over top and making sure it gets nice and soft. 15 minutes later, it should look something like this and was a success. Zeit für einen Zungenbrecher, which is a German tongue twister. It's time. My friend Paloma told me this one and it's super hard, but let's see if y'all can do it. I'm gonna get this. Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut. Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut, Brautkleid bleibt Brautkleid. That wasn't so bad. Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut, Brautkleid. Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut, Brautkleid bleibt Brautkleid. Yes! That was it. That was definitely it. Yeah, so this was it. I think I'd prefer either like juice or apples instead of juice, apples, and sugar, but it was really nice in the end. And now we are going to be trying out the fake meats. This one is seitan based and from the brand Wheatie, and the other one is going to be a sausage. Actually, it's a wiener. Oh god, that word is just not so lovely. It's a Wurst, and it is tofu based by the brand Taifun. You can find these at organic shops here in Germany. I'm just going to be adding those to the pan and putting those little meat pieces on the side, adding a splash of water to steam it off with the lid over top. But when we are done, it should look something like that. So this was the finished product. After all, I somehow got to save the Knödel because I didn't boil a few of them, and they were still really delicious on their own, but I do want to be able to master it eventually. The Blaukraut was really nice. I think I'd prefer it with a little bit more vinegar next time, but it was something that I'd definitely make again. And the fake meats were not bad at all. We were both really shocked like how tasty they turned out to be. I, for one, am not the biggest fan of fake meats, but these brands, Wheatie and Taifun, are really nice because I've had them a few other times, and I guess they really know what they're doing. Considering that after 4 years of living in Munich, this was the first time I've ever tried to make German food and then make German food vegan, I think it was not a total fail. I even had a true Semmelknödel tell me, not bad, not bad, so it can only go up from here. I just wanted to wish everyone a very happy holiday season. This is the Rathaus, or the City Hall here in Munich. It's pretty empty these days, but still they have a beautiful tree shining bright. It's been weird. I mean, yeah, it's been a very weird year, but somehow we've made it through, and there can only be good things ahead of us eventually with some time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys next time.